Welcome again to Intro to Programming with C++. We're going to be looking at what I'm calling self-referential operations. That sounds a lot more complicated than it needs to be. So let's go to an example. In mathematics, an equation like this, x equals x plus 5, wouldn't make much mathematical sense. At least it would have no solution. There would be no number where you could add 5 to itself and get back the original answer. Well, programming is a little different in this sense. This equals is not a mathematics equals. It's not keeping things in balance, the same on the left as it is on the right. This is an assignment operator, which means that we read from the right to the left. So this is actually a perfectly valid C++ statement. What happens here? Variable x is declared, and it's initialized with the value 10. So 10 is now stored in variable x. Then go on to the next line. When the compiler sees this, it will perform the calculation to the right of the equal sign before it does the assignment. So it sees x plus 5. It thinks 10 plus 5, that's 15. What does it do with the 15? It stores it back in x. Now, let's print this out correctly here. The solution is, this should print out 15, because that is currently the value of x. Great. And these self-referential computations can be done repeatedly. So here we have 5 added, 5 gets added again. Now we're up to 20. You can get more complicated. You can add in parentheses. Here I just put a minus in there. Or multiplication and division also work. Just the compiler will compute what's to the right of the equal sign first, and then store the answer in whatever variable happens to be left, even if it's the same variable. Now, these simple situations where you're taking the same variable and adding 5 or subtracting 5 or any other number for that matter, there is a shortcut to that. You should know this. You should learn this at least. That x equals x plus 5 is actually the exact same thing as x plus equals 5. This means add 5 and store that value into x. So it's actually adding on to the variable in front. And similarly, there's a minus equals, there's also a times equals, and a divides equals. So this actually does the exact same thing as the last program I ran. Adds 5 and then subtracts 5 from x. I should get rid of this so you can see that the value of x actually changed in the middle there. It is 15, and it works.